So the next race is the Princess Elizabeth Challenge Cup, and on the Berkshire Bank, the King's School Chester, and on the Bucks Bank it's Winchester College to the right of your picture, who are just going a little bit precariously towards the mid-river, but I think they've recovered themselves. The Cox, Gabriel Kaikong will have had a nerve-wracking moment there at Winchester College, just darting out into the middle of the stream, but rectifying it. It's hard there, Mark, isn't it? Off Temple Island to try and cut the right path.
Yeah, very much so, and also being a Cox, your crew's going off the start, they're going maximal power, they're trying to be as efficient as possible, and the last thing you want to do in that process is put on the rudder and steer the boat. So the Cox sort of let them do their first 10 strokes and then made the change. Quite
a responsibility for a 16-year-old, which is the age of the Winchester College Cox. But having a good race at the moment. Winchester ahead of the King's School Chester by a good length or more here. Winchester in the red and blue. Looking well organised. These conditions, it is damp, and has been a little bit of rain overnight. Good temperatures, as you say. Slippery for people around the course, Mark.
Yeah, Somerset, a little accident this morning, nearly went flying. But yeah, it's you know, it's not ideal. It's not sunny that we all like to see. Hopefully the sun will show itself a bit later. But as an athlete competing, racing, you know, it's nice and cool. You know, you're not going to overheat. You get warm enough when you're racing anyway. So you know, it's an ideal temperature to race in this morning.
There was a commotion just outside the commentary box shortly before 9 o'clock this morning, and I'm pleased to report that Mark Hunter didn't end up in a drink, but it certainly sounded close. Good performance from Winchester. 3-length lead in the Princess Elizabeth Challenge Cup.
These are some of the best aerial shots. You know, we talked about the last 2 years. You know, any regatta you go to, there is nothing like this view we have right now. The drone ahead, looking down the course, the two crews racing side by side. It gives you a look at what goes on with all the kind of corporate hospitality on either side, the different kind of enclosures, and the tan hall right at the end of the course.
They have laid out some rubber matting for you. I'm not going to move on. I'm not going to forget it. Make sure there's a better grip around the course.
It's my shoes, I think.
Okay. So Winchester College enjoying their first round. What they do after the race, we talked a lot about the pre-race, but post-race they've got a long time to think about it, to reflect on their performance and to plan ahead for round 2 here.
Yeah, and that's all about recovery. You know, you win your opening heat, then as soon as you cross a line, you're in think mode for the kind of next race. But the unique thing about Henley as well, they won't know what time they're racing until the end of the day. The last race finishes and the draw's done for tomorrow, and then they'll find out their time. So they can't actually plan what they're going to do tomorrow until the end of the day. So, you know, it'd be interesting to see, you know, being young athletes, how the process they go through, that have gone through this with kind of national schools or other regattas they've done this year. But Henley is unique once again, you know, making sure that they don't stay on their feet all day, they don't get carried away by the kind of atmosphere of the actual event, and making sure they're resting for tomorrow's race.
So Winchester, apart from the Cox, who's 16, they are a boat full of 18-year-olds. Luke Robinson, Tobias Schroeder, Alexander Killian Dawson, John Goodman, Hugo Darwood, William Passmore, Alexander Wythe and Ollie LeMay. Looks like a winning outfit at the moment. You see Ollie LeMay in the red baseball hat in the bow seat of the Winchester boat there. Make sure that nothing untoward happens between now and less than 100 metres time now, the finish line. They've reduced the rate, which is sensible, isn't it? Preserve energy for later on in the week.
And that's what's important about Henley. You're racing over 5 continuous days in this event, so trying to make sure you don't waste any energy that you don't need to expend early on the regatta, will come back and play in their favour later in the week.
Yeah, very mature performance from Winchester College, beating the King's School Chester in the Princess Elizabeth Challenge Cup.